Hello and welcome back to the videos. Welcome back to the Bitcoin updates and stuff. And of course, there has been quite some follow-up and continuation from the what we saw yesterday. We're gonna go over the entire thing. There's a few more expectations that are popping into our perspective, and let's just go over it one by one, and let's see what we are figuring out together. Having my coffee. I'm sorry for my voice being a little bit down, but I don't know. I have this throat ache. I hope it's not COVID. But yeah, I don't have any fevers or anything. Just think, yeah, I've been at it a little too hard. Now, okay, down to business. Now, what did we see yesterday? Were we yesterday? Yesterday was kind of sort of here in this area. Let's zoom in. Yeah, we were inside this area here, right? Maybe more, wait up, was more around this area. Yeah, just under the red line and just in the range of the red and the blue line. Now, what did I say? I said closing or having an entry right here in this gap would be a valid long, as long as we don't break the trend line and as long as we don't start closing within this blue box area, because the blue box area would, in my opinion, give this entire node a little bit more resistance than we would like to, and yeah, then possibly we would start ranging, or at least give the other trend line here, the one here coming from this area, some more validity. But all things happened according to the first plan. We did get our swipe down. We did not even enter the blue box. And now we broke through the point of control, the largest node on this level. And we are actually retesting the higher areas. Now, on the higher areas, what did I say yesterday? We do not want to see a close or a rejection within that blue box area, because that would give us some bearish divergence signals, which could on themselves be negated easily by closing above the blue box area. So very narrow range to mess up in. But same thing went here. That was a very narrow tight range, and still we managed to see price spike within that range for a little while. So some people maybe were holding their shorts or holding their pants and were like, so yeah, it's sometimes it's nerve-wracking, especially if we are talking about such narrow ranges. It's a lot easier when the ranges are super wide and super large. But of course, this is actually to be expected, because if we are following this triangle shape here, it's actually very normal that the ranges are getting tighter and tighter until we see a real breakout or a breakdown. Of course, now that we saw this momentum driven to the upside, the question is, what is going to happen? Chances are that there is going to be some profit taking in this area, and now we are wondering also, if that happens, what the implications might be, because yeah, RSIs are basically on similar levels. They are on par. We are still following the trend of regular continuation. We do not have bullish divergence. Oh yeah, we do have a very strong bullish divergence from here and here and this one. So, you know, lower lows, higher lows. And apart from this, we still have our continuation pattern, like higher lows with higher lows over price. So this is very, very constructive right now. What would it take for it to break? Is a bearish divergence still into play? Is it still possible to create a bearish signal from this this construction? Well, let's have a look at PIG's indicator and let's see what it would take, what we would need to see in order to invalidate this whole construction from being positive. And you know, quite frankly, being the range is so small, I think if we get a smudge of a bearish signal here, we will actually just have a retest on the trend line, especially when it's coming from here. The point to be worried about is actually this one here. This is the big one. This is where there is a wider range, a larger gap, and we are gonna have to see this one be overtaken by anything, or either the price and RSI shooting high enough, or maybe getting some sort of a bearish signal and then building up on the retest down and getting a new bullish signal. Yeah, I hope that makes sense. Yeah, like I said, I'm feeling a little bit under the weather, so yeah, if I don't make too much sense, please type away in the chat box, ask your questions, because yeah, I do hope to make things more clearly for everybody, rather than sounding as cryptic as possible and have everybody lost. Okay, so first of all, this range here, how are we going to measure this? Basically, what I would like to see is, well, right now we are already entering the trouble zone. If I measure this correctly, 70.49, and this RSI level is sitting at 69.56. So yeah, basically in this situation here, we could already see a little bit of a top being hit. But because this is set to the close, I do like to have the open high-low settings, just because it's a little more accurate. It takes the entire range of the move more strictly. And what do we see here? Here we do see that we are already in a strong bearish signal mode. Of course, we did not break this high yet, and let's just see what level we need to see in order for this high to be broken, because this could just invalidate the entire signal. If we manage to get to see the RSI pop up above this one, then this entire section is void. You know, let's then we can just forget about it. Everything is good. Maybe a little bit of a correction, but you know, blue skies ahead. So let's have a look and let's calculate this. This is 75.1 over 74.1. So 75.1. That would give us, we would hit it at 15,626. So yeah, you know, it's well within range. Actually, this is weird. Seems like we already hit it. Huh. This is very, very weird. Maybe we want to take the close just to compare. You see, sometimes when you see some reads, it's important to be sometimes a little bit skeptical about what it is you are seeing. maybe I just need to zoom in a little bit more. Yeah, there we go. So 72.01, and yeah, we're almost there. So let's just look at what close we need. 72.1. Yeah, 15,673. 15,673 closing on that level would basically make it so that we have a nice further continuation. Everything cool, everything all right. So, you know, for the short term, this entire thing is looking really, really good. I like it. There's not a lot to talk about. If we get a little bit of a correction, we still have the point of control, this large volume node defending it, that could turn into support. So yeah, breaking through this is not gonna happen. I think, I hope not. You know, let's knock on wood. I don't have my crystal ball shined up, but yeah, breaking through that node usually is not something that happens in just one swipe, because of the sheer volume that has been interacting. There are a lot of buying and selling action on this level. Like many people are looking at this level as a new entry point, or you know, a way to get rid of a short that they didn't like, or you know, whatnot. So this has good volume, good potential. But what happens the minute we start closing above this area here? And this is actually the one that I would be keeping my eyes on. We do have RSI sitting really high. So let's just measure and calculate what we need to break in order to be safe on the longer term. So this one is sitting at 85.1. Let's take out Pig's his calculator. 85.1. I really do love this this thingy. So actually this is not too bad on a 1 hour chart. In order not to get in trouble, to get a higher high on the RSI, 16.144 would actually make it. So yeah, this is easily within the realm of possibilities. So you know, let's just draw the bar. Let's drop the bar. You know, let's enter it manually for the sake of being thorough. So yeah, actually this is looking very good. I'm going to change this to a grayscale color just because it's not as important. All right. So this is for the upside. This is for the upside, breaking over this this blue line here at 16.144 is actually a dream come true. This is where we can easily take our time, find some new support, and just, you know, continue off for the races. So breaking this area, I think we are in the safe zone, and you know, things might be looking up again. Now on the downside, what is important is that we really stay within this triangle shaped formation. I think this is for now one thing that is actually very important. I'm going to remove the blue box. We don't need it anymore. Yeah, staying within this triangle formation, this would be a real dream come true. We can remove this as well. On the downside, what we don't want to see, because it's still possible that we range outside, then probably probably, most probably, we will see a retest of the lower areas. Now let's just consider how all this could play out. We do have this local low here. Let me first realign the chart. So we do have this local low here. I want to zoom this in as well as possible, so there's as little confusion as possible. Yeah. All right. And let's take away the volume profile. We don't need it right now. So, like I was saying, we do have this local low here and this one here. My apologies. So what would happen if price were to cross below the threshold? Most probably either we will see some ranging. We will see some ranging, or oh no, this isn't good. We would see some ranging like this, or we could drop below this area and then find some resistance here, and then, you know, it could go either way. Yeah, so this is the bearish scenario that I have in mind. Of course, don't quote me on this. I could be wrong. Just keep your eyes on it. You know, spot the mistake. Yeah, basically that's what you need to do. That's what we all do. We make different plans. We're looking and we're trying to spot the plan that is faulty. You know, there's no right or wrong. There's just keeping your eyes open and trying to think about everything that could be happening. Okay, so think about this. Think about this. Very important. So, basically, bad case scenario, longer ranging. Inside of this area, I do think that we do get a chance of building a new bullish divergence. And we are going to calculate this, number one, using this this low here. Okay, so this is sitting at 39.1. Let's have a look and see if we can make it with this low and what it would look like. So that would be 15,214. 15,214 is no. This is not gonna work, not for this low. Okay, so this one here, we could maybe potentially measure out this one. So what do? We calculate, we input 36.8. 36.8. So this we would hit 36.8 at 15,150. So 15,150 is more or less here. Let's adjust this. 15,150, there we go. And we don't want to see a close below 15,000. So I'm going to use a ray just so you can so we can keep in mind where this this low has been measured off of. All right. All right. So, like I said, the really bad case scenario, we close under here, or we swipe, we get a wick under here, closing in the bottom half of the blue box. Same thing, it's invalid, and then we would see at least some ranging and some more downside. But if we manage, if we do break through this trend line and we still manage to hold the upper side of the blue box, then I do think we are still in it for the longer uptrend, but it's gonna just take a lot more time and a lot more building up. All right, so these are the three scenarios that I have in mind. Either we go up, even like this, find some support here, and then off for the races, or we just break through, we hit the top half of the blue box and we're still golden, or we break down below the blue box for a wick, or in the lower edge of the blue box just for a closing candle, and then I think we're in trouble. And I would be looking for a little bit longer of a correction to the downside. Okay, so yeah, just an idea. Let's see which one of those scenarios are going to play out. Okay, and of course, take it one step at a time, go slow, take your time to reevaluate every single time what we are looking at and what we are looking for. Now, on the stochastics is actually doing amazing. We are breaking through this this trend line that I drew. Maybe I didn't draw it really well. It's not really a trend line. It's completely messed up. It's broken through everything, and even trying to trend those things here. It's like it's an uptrend for now. Let's see where we get a retest. Probably we're gonna get a little bit of a correction, and let's see if we manage to hold this formation here. Right now, yeah, there's not a lot more to talk about. This is gonna be a really short one. Usually I'm talking for hours. No, not for hours, but almost close to an hour. But yeah, this one is just so blunt to talk about. There's what can I say? Things for now are looking more like an uptrend than they are looking like a downtrend. There's not a lot of negativity being spotted. Maybe if we move over to the higher time frames, maybe they can shed some more light. But yeah, overall, except for this little anomaly here, which has been played out really strong, I don't think there's anything negative to build up on. Let's look at the 4-hour chart. 4-hour chart is looking exactly the same. Maybe remove this. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's looking exactly the same. It looks healthy. It's a nice move. Maybe if we do something like this, you see, maybe we would see a little bit more ranging within this area here. It's perfectly possible, and there's nothing unhealthy about it. And we would also need to do something like this. And if we look at the shape of the triangles and this wedge, they come together at almost the same area. It's almost like magic, and like those things are looking at the same thing, because basically they are. They're just a different way of visually interpreting the same thing, price action. Yeah, so this often helps, like if you're a mathematician, you can make the proof on the sum, and this is what those indicators help us with. Just making the proof on the sum of what you are seeing. Yeah. Yeah, this is nice. All right, maybe let's look at the 12-hour chart. Let's. Oh, this is all my squiggly lines. Now I'm wondering, what should I do? Should I keep the lines, or do you think I would? Oh, thank you, Roy. Thank you, Roy, for your donation. You are a legend. Uh, Roy Baser on DLive. Thank you so much. There we go. Thank you. You have been validated as yeah, one of our donators. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I'm really new on all the platforms. So yeah, building up is amazing. Roy, also remember, I do have a Twitch channel, no, a Twitter channel, where you can, where I often post when I am going online. So follow me on Twitter to know when I'm going live. There we go, like this. Yeah, you know, you're a legend, and thank you so much. Oh, links don't come through on DLive. This is interesting. This is interesting. All right, well, learn something new every day, right? This is how this goes. Okay, so what do you think, Roy? Do you think I should leave my squiggly lines as a reference for tomorrow? I do like to do this because then at least, you know, we get to compare to what I was expecting and where it all went. Yeah, this is why I like to leave the squiggly lines. Okay, so yeah, this is awesome. This is great stuff. Cool. Now, of course, look, the longer trend for now is looking really healthy. We have stochastics. Wait, let me clear this up a little bit more, because this is getting nasty. All right, so stochastics are just chilling right up here in the bullish control zone. As long as we are wiggling up here, beautiful uptrend is gonna keep on going. What we don't want to see is a change of behavior that could be signaled by leaving this lower trend line. So this is why I'm just gonna leave these here. They are well documented. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 touches on the upside. It's just a horizontal line, basically, you know. It's like yeah, we go up, we reach kind of a maximum area, and you know, we retrace a little bit, and we keep on going, you know. So yeah, on the longer term, this is looking, in my opinion, and I hope, I'm knocking on wood, in my opinion, I do think that we are going to see a lot more uptrends. Even if we break outside of this trend line here, the one that I have selected, I still think there's at least, you know, this is a 1 in 3 chance. This one is a 1 in 3 chance, and only a 1 in 3, 1/3 of a chance that I see us breaking lower and making lower, you know, changing the behavior. And even then, I would only close my positions, have my stop losses here at the low end. Or maybe even if we break a little bit low, just wait for a retest of the higher area to exit along if you're trapped, and then just wait it out, because we still have this long trend line here building up from even longer, having the apex at mid-December. So yeah, you know, nothing is lost yet. It's only if we start closing below 12,000 and even lower for a complete meltdown at 9,500, that I would start thinking or considering maybe shorting the uptrends. But for now, please, keep it safe, stay vigilant, keep your eyes on these levels. And I think this is what's going to keep your trades safe. Now, RSI on the longer term. On the longer term, we do see a little smudge of no. No, this is a daily chart. No, this is actually looking good. This is looking really good on the longer term. And also remember that we are in a very low volatility area where looking at really way back beyond, we are reaching the territory of new all-time highs. So coming down, I think, is going to be a little bit harder than actually breaking up. But yeah, like I said, don't judge me for these long-term predictions, because I don't do that. I don't like to do that. What I'm looking for is just level by level. I'm day trading, and this is what I do. Don't jump the gun. Go level by level. Try to keep your position safe, and take profit wherever you can, and try to find nice new entry points, and be patient. Be very patient. Now, okay, I'm going to slowly round it up. We're going to have a look at the dollar. No, not this one. This one. And where did we leave off yesterday with the dollar? Like I said, dollar could be trying a new move to the upside as long as it doesn't get in trouble. But we are in trouble. We are starting to form some bearish divergences on the 1 hour chart. We already have two strikes. This one over this area sitting right here. So it's going to be a hard one to break. See this one? Stochastics are still way up in the bullish control zone, but it doesn't mean that we cannot hit a rejection in one of these areas. And I'm even going to add a ray here, because this is also a strong area. See how far this area is documented, so yeah, this is a strong area. Potentially this could already be the top. So good news for Bitcoin, because as the dollar is inverse correlated with most major markets, if the dollar really tanks, then even without changing the volume and stuff, the prices are going to go up, which makes sense. Let's look at E-mini futures. E-mini futures was doing something really crazy yesterday. We had this crazy pump. Oh no, that was 2 days ago. Then we had a retest for the downside. Like I said, I was expecting, at least for this node and also this node, to start serving a little bit as a support. And right now we are in the midst of making quite some recovery. Speaking for the bulls, we also see that we do have a bullish divergence between those two areas, which is really good. And of course, since those markets often are a little bit the front runners of what Bitcoin is doing, and sometimes Bitcoin is a little bit the front runners of the bigger markets, they are quite correlated, but with some delays. So all in all, I think we are going to have a really nice continuation from this. Then S&P PP is doing the same thing. We look at this gap, crazy stuff. And this was not even between the opens and the closing. That was just, all of a sudden, swipe. People were like, yeah, I don't care. I'm just going to buy there. Yeah. Okay, well, you did. Now, of course, quite some correction, but we are taking support on this area here, which is really nice. This is why sometimes I let those channels be, just because they serve as a reference point where resistance turned into support. And on the upside, we do have here a lower high on the RSI builded over a higher low. No, we have a lower low on the RSI building on a higher low on the price action. So again, same thing, looks really bullish. S&P 500 could also start pulling out and reaching for newer highs. All together with Bitcoin also looking good, and the dollar looking a little bit gloomy and maybe possibly ready to go a little more down. All right, well, I think this is it for today. I think I'm going to leave you guys with it. Hope this was interesting. Remember to keep at your levels, to keep your eyes on the levels. This is where it's all gonna be played out on. But yeah, I wish you the best of the best. I wish you a great day. Remember, you can support my channel by using the affiliate link and signing up to Bybit. I'm a big Bybit supporter, not because I like to shill and I don't have any opportunities. No, it's one of the best trading platforms I've been on so far. The support is great. You never ever have to wait really long for a ticket to be solved or to be picked up. There's a great community also. The chat box is not a troll box. There's no reason for people to come and pump and dump there because they only house the large volume coins. They have a bigger volume than BitMEX. They are going to become the new BitMEX. They will become the new leaders on derivatives platforms. You can trade with up to 100x on Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and EOS. There's also inverse perpetuals that house the USDT pairing, where you have Litecoin, Chainlink, and some other big names. Test it out. If you want to give it a try, go to the website here listed on the site, wolvesofbybit.com. You just log on, you scroll down, there's a sign up button, sign up to Bybit. This is the link to the affiliate link. You will get your reward no matter what. Just deposit your first, make your first deposit. You get $90 free. And then afterwards, if you want to join me on my Discord channel, send me your nickname or user ID, use the email address that you used on Bybit, and just send me a message. I will reply as soon as possible with an invitation to the VIP Discord channel. So you can reach me 24/7, ask your questions. It drops onto my phone, and I'd be happy to have you guys. So think about this. I hope to see you guys tomorrow, same time, same channel, 12:30 UTC. Every day we're at it, day after day. All right, well, have a nice day, stay safe, be healthy, stay COVID free, and think about it. Don't forget to keep your position safe, and happy trading, guys. Bye bye.